Okay, which do you think is worse to be in the relationship? The clean one or the messy one? And I know what some of you are thinking. You're thinking, Lauren, there shouldn't be a clean one. They should both be the clean one. And look, I agree with you in theory. It's just, let's be honest, that's not how it works in execution. If you're both the clean one of you is still cleaner than the other one. And when you're the cleanest one, everything below your standard of clean is messy. So if you're not the cleanest one, you're the messy one. I'm sorry, I don't make the rules. Now, I've been on both sides of the fence. I've gone both ways, okay? And there are things that suck about both. Like, it totally sucks when you're the clean one and your anxiety is triggered by them not doing things the way that you like or not in the same frequency as you, if at all. But at the same time, I know that if my husband was the kind of guy to be like, so you're just gonna leave that there? I would be like, I hate this. I hate it here. Dude, if I was like playing The Sims and he walked in and was like, so are you gonna do the laundry today or don't like that? I realized I would much rather be the clean one. I could not handle someone any cleaner than myself. I will carry the mantle of being the clean one because every day I am tormented between realistic and unrealistic expectations, as I'm sure we all are. And I could not handle someone with even more of that, piling that more onto me. It has got to suck, especially for neurodivergent folks who may struggle with organization, to constantly try to keep up with these standards that you do not have and probably never will have. It definitely takes a lot of compromise and open and direct communication to be able to tell your partner what you need, why you need it, and why it's so important to you, as well as on the other side to start taking up things that you may ordinarily not do to make your partner happy. So tell me, are you the clean one or the messy one? Did you used to think you were the clean one and then you met someone who made you the messy one? And what methods of communication have you found successful for communicating your needs, whether you are the clean one or the messy one? Let's talk about it down below. Is it extremely unlikely that a woman will ever physically overpower you? Yeah. But men, please stitch or duet this if after rejecting a woman's physical advances on you, she has cried through a fit or otherwise emotionally manipulated you over it, told you and or others that you're less of a man or otherwise made fun of you over it, or use your lack of attention to try to justify cheating on you. 'Cause none of that is okay. That's called sexual coercion. That's called abuse. This is your reminder that you don't get to be abusive just because you're a woman, and you don't have to deal with abuse just because you're a man.
What I do to get men to pay up on dates with no fuss. You're going to appeal to his male sense of financial insecurity. So you're going to look at the check and go, very sincerely, do you need help with that? Remember, play dumb. Don't be snarky. He's going to be like, no, I can handle it. I'm a man. I've got this. Hello, free meal.
No, she's right. That would absolutely work. But it wouldn't be because of his financial insecurity. It's because he doesn't want to be an a-hole. He was probably planning on paying anyway, but even if he was planning on going Dutch, you have kind of masterfully pigeonholed him into not. Like, if a man is asked, do you need help with that? I don't think that his response is actually going to be, no, I'm a man. But I do think he's going to go, oh, no, I'm good. Because his only other option at that point is to go, actually, I was kind of hoping that you would pay half. Because even if he was expecting you to pay half, he's definitely not going to say that out loud now. And I don't think that's a toxic masculinity thing. I think it's just a not wanting to be awkward thing. This is a really great trick. I just wonder how it would go if guys used it. Could you imagine? What do you think would happen first? Drink gets thrown in his face, he gets totally walked out on, or like actual assault? I don't think he'd get the free food. Ooh, one of my biggest pet peeves on this platform is when a man says something that a woman doesn't like and she responds by saying something along the lines of, yeah, sounds like real 5'4" energy. I literally just saw one of these and I swear to God I was going to respond with a video, but then I couldn't help but comment and then she deleted it right away. It's fine. Regret is healthy sometimes. But what I had said to her was basically, why was this necessary? You didn't like what he had to say, so instead of articulating ways to take apart his points or his credibility, you decided to just shit on all my short kings for real? So we're just going to go right for genetically unengineerable qualities about a man that he cannot control or change, and then assume what? That he's less valuable? Listen, girl, the world needs short kings, okay? I am about 4'11", 5 feet tall. I can't date tall dudes. I tried to date a 6'8" guy once, and every time we kissed, it was like those little water bird toys that have to hinge at the hip to get the water, you know what I mean? A dude can only be so much taller than you before it just doesn't even make sense anymore. And the same goes for comments like small d energy. Like, why does that matter when most of you aren't even using the whole thing anyway? I don't even feel the need to get into the double standards of how women feel when we're valued based only on superficial physical characteristics that we cannot change. Just stop doing it. Be smarter than that. Attacking someone's height or genitalia size is indicative of a low-value thinker. And short kings, we love ya, because for some of us, no one else fits.
What is it that you think we need y'all for? I would love to know. What do we need y'all for?
Hi, this is a list of important jobs broken down by gender distribution within the field. So we see that a lot of construction fields like road work, line work, basically things that keep electricity moving and the roads drivable, are about 99% male. So unless you don't drive or don't use the internet... Oh, wait. Okay, so this was a comment left on one of my videos, and sometimes getting pregnant one time with a man you didn't expect to have a child with. You can't help who you get pregnant with. I have reread this so many times. You can't help who you get pregnant with? Like, what do you mean? Assuming both parties fully consented, you are making the choice to potentially create a carbon copy of the person sitting across from you. You realize this, right? It's giving very this iconic tweet from 2019. And obviously this is not to say that we cannot be led to believe a person is one way when they are actually another and end up deceived. But it is to say, just wrap it up, y'all, or like do hand stuff for a while. Come on. It's time to start setting some hard boundaries between your brain, your heart, and your crotch demons, because whether you like it or not, if you make a baby, that's entirely on you.
I'm sorry, but I simply cannot stay quiet any longer.
That's unfortunate.
Women, you have got to stop dating ugly men. I am so sick of walking down the street and seeing the most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my life with just some guy. With a solid 4.
When she thinks she's a 10, but she's loaded to the brim with toxic superficiality. Nah, that's 2 behavior. Never in my life have I been so miserable that I was personally offended by the physical appearance of a person that I'm not even dating. Like, imagine being so entitled that you think it's unfair that women you don't know are dating guys that you don't think are hot enough, without knowing a single one of their personality traits or life accomplishments. My dude could have helped invent fiber optic Wi-Fi, and she would be like, "But he looks like a foot, dump him!" And she really thought this video was going to be a banger too, and no one is into it, thank God. So she tries to defend herself.
Men say shit like I said all of the time.
There it is. So you tried to pass as rad femme, but then you went and had to take it full circle all the way into the manosphere. Well, men do it. Yeah, and when they do it, you don't like it. I am so sick of this argument of, well, men do it, so why can't we? You sound like a supervillain. If you agree that judging a woman's entire value based solely on her outward appearance in a numerical rating scale is gross and offensive, congrats! It's amazing how you can run face first into the point and still not find it. Like, girl, you sound like Andrew Tate. Like, what you are trying to present as LGBTQT feminism is actually sounding more like a teenage boy who spent his formative years on 4chan. And then, of course, we get this.
People like Drew Afalo.
Because, of course, she's a fan. Because even if what that creator does was noble, which it's not, because making fun of unengineerable physical qualities like balding and height is only going to affect good men and innocent trans men who did nothing wrong as well, even if it was noble, she's attacking chauvinists, and you're not. You weren't attacking any points or ideals or opinions. You just said something so laced in patriarchal superficial judgment and then did everything to try to weasel your way into justifying it. Like, I honestly feel like I need a Ouija board to communicate with Wilbur and Orville Wright to invent a new kind of bicycle for your backpedaling. I really feel like we should call the Olympic organizers and have them invent a new mental gymnastics league just for you. And if you think this kind of commentary is cute, go ahead and sit down and humble yourself, because money can fix looks, but money cannot fix an ugly heart.